Well, hello there, how are you? Still can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my god. The nerves are real. Like, it's freaking real. Anyway, so what better way to start a channel than with the Booktube Newbie Tag? Like, everyone's got you covered on here. Like, you don't know what to do for your first video? That's fine. We'll make a tag for you. Pff, amazing. So, question number one. Why did you start this channel? So, obviously I love books. I love talking about books. I've got a lot of feels to go around to share, and I don't know many people that read at all. I've got maybe one, and she didn't even read to begin with. Maggie, if you're watching this, I converted her. Yep, she was not a reader. I mean, she was like when she was younger, but then when she met me she wasn't, and then she met me and now she is again. Question number two. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? See, this question is kind of hard because I feel like everyone's got something to bring to the community. We're all different opinions, different book tastes, different personalities, everything. So I feel like everyone brings something. But in my case, I mean, I'm bringing you all the feels, obviously. Bringing all the fangirl, like if there's anything that I'm good at, it's fangirling. And I'll show you in a minute what I mean, but I'll also be bringing a new human being into the world slash community when he's actually born, and that's this little guy. Yep, there's a baby in there. Question number three. What are you most excited about for this channel? So I just want to make friends. I just want to, you know, be surrounded with people that actually understand what I mean, because I could go on and on and on talking about books like to everyone that I know, and they'll be there like, yeah, shut up now, we don't know what you're talking about. So it'll be nice to have someone that's like, ah, yeah, I know you mean, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Question number four. Why do you love reading? Now, this is a tricky one. I personally, like, I feel like everyone says this, and it's probably everyone's like most common reason to why they love reading, but it is about the escapism for me. Having that moment where you're not living your own life, like you're living someone else's life, if that makes sense. Life can be tough sometimes and hit us all in the gut, and then we just have to deal with it. That's fine. But it is nice to have certain worlds we can jump into if we don't feel like being in our own. Question number five. What book or series got you into reading? So I've seen quite a few people answer this question, and some of them actually have the same answer as me, and then they apologize. Oh my god, like how could I even love that book? Or oh my god, so bad, I can't believe I read them and I love them and blah 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 blah. But you know what? The book that really got me into reading, it was Twilight. Good old Twilight. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I still to this day love Twilight. It holds a very special place in my heart. I'll always love this book. I know it's got faults, but, and I know what people say about Bella and how it wasn't right and blah blah blah, but at the end of the day I still feel like it was always, you know, her choice. Like, she wanted to be with Edward, she did all these things, she, you know, it was her choice, like she wanted it, and she got what she wanted pretty much. So I see nothing wrong with that. I love this book. It's got a very special place in my heart, and you guys can come at me if you want, but good old Twilight, love it. Hate me if you want. Question number six is, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Now, I want to change this one a little bit, because instead of asking them questions, I want to say thank you. Because there is three people, there is more obviously that I love, but three major ones that really inspired me, still inspire me to this day. Probably the reason why I'm like doing this video now, the reason why I started writing my own things, and two of them I actually got to meet this year and it was absolutely amazing. The other one I did it because I was a bit of a chicken and I just kind of like ran away from her, but you know, that's fine. So the first one was Ben Alderson. He's amazing, such a great like inspiration, such a great booktuber as well, and he's now writing his own books. He inspired me to write my own books. I knew I wanted to write something, but like I never had the inspiration to do it. Kind of knew what I wanted to do, but never actually got around to it. And then I read his books, and then the books were amazing, and it was like what I wanted to read. And then it made me realize I wanted to write something similar to that, and I created this whole world and these characters, and I just started writing, and it was so good. And it's all thanks to you, Ben, so thank you so much for being who you are, for being such a great inspiration. Thank you. The second one I have to mention is Sasha Alsberg from a book Utopia. You might know her, everyone knows her, she's absolutely amazing. I got to meet her and Ben both in the same day, which was quite nice. Like, I met them both at Yelk in the UK, and she was so nice, so lovely. Again, she's wrote her own books as well now, and she's such an inspirational human being. The fact that she lost a parent kind of like hits home. Not in a way I didn't lose a parent, but like they abandoned me, if that makes sense. One of them, not both of them, but my dad pretty much like abandoned me when I was very little, and I've always like suffered with that a little bit. To see how she overcame it and how I overcame it as well. It's a different situation, it's so similar in some way. She just really inspires me. She's such an amazing person. So thank you so much, Sasha, for being who you are as well. Thank you for everything. And then the third person I have to mention is Chi from Book Rose. God, she's the sweetest, like, and I don't know why I got so, like, I went to meet her again at Yelk, and then I kept walking up, like, trying to walk up to her, and then just like chicken out, but like, oh no, I can't do this, like, no, I can't. But she's so sweet, and I'd love to meet her because she's so inspirational as well. She deals with her own problems and demons like we all do, but she does it in such a humble and nice way. And she's inspired me to do booktube as well, because I followed her for a very long time, pretty much not since she started but quite soon after that. And the way that she's grown and the way that she overcomes her own things as well, like, she's absolutely amazing. So thanks again, G, for being such a great inspiration and such a great human being. Thank you so much. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel would be hardest to overcome? Now this one is quite funny because I'm really bad at sticking to things or routines. Like, I'm quite bad with time management, and sometimes I'll just do nothing for hours or just read for hours while I got, you know, other things to do. Watch YouTube videos when I should be doing important things. And that is me. I don't know if you're like that, but that's me. I just, terrible with that. So yeah, I think that's what's going to be the hardest for me, just keeping with the routine. Question number 8. When did you start reading? I feel like ever since I could read, I loved reading. I'd read anything and everything. I remember in school I used to go just to the library. I'd read all the adventure books. But I think 14 was the age I just really started reading, and I just didn't stop pretty much. So. And the final question, question number 10. What kind of books do you read? Now I want to say I read a bit of everything, but I know that's not true. I mostly read fantasy. I love anything that Cassandra Clare writes, or Sarah J Maas writes, or Victoria Aveyard writes. Oh, queens. I love them so much. So anything they put out, you bet on I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read anything that those three put out because I love them so much. But yeah, basically mostly like fantasy. I do read contemporary sometimes. I'm not really a fluffy romance person. I do read them. Sometimes they're really nice and I do enjoy them. But mostly I'd say fantasy. It's what I read the most. But yeah, so thank you so much for having me. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I certainly do. I'm sorry for the awkwardness, or for being so weird, I guess. Thank you so much if you're still here, if you stuck with me. If you want to see more of my face, just go down below, give it a like, subscribe if you want to keep hearing from me, which I hope you do. And I'll see you next time. Bye!